Hi, my name is Jim Healy with Austin Flintco. I'm the Senior Project Manager at the Baylor Football Stadium here. If you've been coming down I-35 and seeing the progress of the stadium, you've noticed we started to come up out of the ground with it. To date, most of our work's been done underground, and some of the underground work is just as important as what goes on up above, just so nobody could see us working for the last few months.
Basically, what we started out with is the field elevation down here right now. The rock area is the playing field area. That's what the existing grade was when we started the job site. We came in and built our pad up, built our fill up, some places up to 10 feet above the existing grade. That's what we're standing on now. Then the process that we go into after that is drilling our auger cast piles.
The drilling rig is situated right now. He's drilling auger cast piles for the bridge piers. There's two bridges in the project. One of them goes across Lake Brazos to the law school over there and connects us to the campus. Then the other bridge goes across the lagoon entrance over here. The lagoon entrance comes in here. This is about 33 million gallons of water in it. We actually ran sheet pile across the mouth of it at the Lake Brazos and pumped this down and took all the water out of it so we could do our work that's in the lagoon.
The process that we talked about before are auger cast piles. That's the foundation that we're using out here on this site. One reason is because we're right next to the Brazos River, so from the existing grade we go down 8 feet and we hit water. So the auger cast pile system is you basically use the drill rig here. It's got a continuous auger on it, and it will drill a pile into the ground, a shaft into the ground, and we'll go down 50 feet, and that's where we hit solid rock. Once we hit solid rock, that's our refusal, so we stop at that location. As we back the auger back out from drilling, it's got a hollow stem on it. So as it's getting backed out, we're pumping grout through the stem, through a hose system, and through a pump that pumps the grout into the ground as you back your auger out. And if you look over here to the east where we finished, the piles are in the ground, they're drilled, you really can't see them. Our next process after the piles are drilled is put the pile cap on. The dowels are sticking out, ready to receive the column. That's our next operation, will be to stand a column form on this and a column cage. We set the wood form on top of the pile cap, have a rebar cage that's inside that wood form, and then we pour concrete into it. What the guys are doing behind us are pouring a column. We're pumping all our columns. Once they're finished, we strip the forms and we end up with a concrete column. And then as you look behind me over here, you see the next step of the operation, which is our elevated deck process. And that's where we come in and form the elevated deck. This is the main concourse that we got formed up right now. This is our first deck pour we're gonna make on Wednesday, which you'll see here in the next few weeks is the progression following our columns with our elevated deck work. We will also start on top of that elevated deck going up to the next elevation, elevation 300, which is the club level. We'll pour columns to that elevation and then start elevated deck at that point. And the progression will be clockwise. This is the west side of the stadium. We'll start on the west side, work our way back around to the east side where we just finished our auger cast piles today. Right now we're still on schedule. We have our challenges on a daily basis on a job of this complexity and information that we got to receive from the architect. So it's challenging, but we're on schedule where we need to be at this time.